You guys, little Miss Ashley Banks has grown up and she is suing the producers of The Real. She is suing Telepictures, Warner Brothers, anybody associated with The Real is being sued by Tatyana Ali. I didn't know you could sue people if you don't even know their names, but she put in her lawsuit, I don't know your name, but when I figure out your name, I'm going to put it in here. But for now, I'm going to call you John Doe and Jane Doe, and I am suing you. Now, all this information is alleged, but I have the court documents right here, and I'll put a link below this video to my blog, laylalyn.com, where you can see the court documents. I first saw this on Bossip.com, who reported that Tatyana Ali is actually suing Telepictures and Warner Brothers because her concept of a daytime television talk show that targeted women in their 20s and 30s was used in the development of the television program that eventually became The Real. Now, I'm going to read to you part of Tatyana Ali's complaint in her court documents so you can have a better understanding of exactly what her concept was and how that concept was modified into what we see now today as The Real. It says in paragraph 19 of her complaint that beginning in December 2012, Tatyana Ali began conceptualizing plans for an untitled reality-based daytime television talk show. I think it's important to remember that her concept was reality-based because it seems like that's where they got the whole title of the show, The Real. Now, if you guys watch The Real, you know that concept that was just described in her court papers is exactly the concept that The Real brings to life on each episode of their show. And if you watch The Real, you probably know that The Real, The Talk, and a lot of other daytime talk shows seem to be knockoffs of The View. So you may wonder, how can she say that they stole her idea when it seems like everyone is just copying the idea of The View? Well, one reason specifically is because the hosts that they use on The Real are the same hosts that she suggested that they use in the talk show that she pitched to them. And it says in paragraph 84 of her complaint, the 5 female host panel cast members very closely embody and mirror the personal and professional profiles of the specific and potential female celebrity hosts openly proposed in writing and in discussion by Tatyana Ali during pitch meetings. Specifically, in the case of several current hosts, including Jeannie Mai, the identities were exactly the same as they appear within Tatyana Ali's pitch proposals. So basically, the reason she can sue and she might actually win is because the hosts of The Real now are the same hosts that she pitched to the executives at The Real when she had her pitch meeting. And in my personal opinion, I do think that they utilized Tatyana Ali's idea. I think what they did, instead of targeting the show to women ages 20 and 30, they instead targeted the show to women ages 30 and 40. And that's why Keke Palmer wasn't chosen as the host of the show. And she said that in an interview, they felt that she might have been a little too young because she was in her 20s compared to the rest of the panel, which was in their 30s and 40s.
When there was that big rumor that you were going to be replacing Tamar.
Right. So it was so random. When The Real first was being started, it was conversation of me being on there, but it didn't end up. It didn't end up. The chemistry didn't end up all coming together. So it ended up being those girls. And I like
when you say chemistry, what do you mean?
I think it was because of the age difference with me and them. Because they ain't like they old, but I think we just weren't like they have kids and I don't have any.
So I do think they utilized Tatyana Ali's concept, modified the target audience, and went ahead and developed The Real. I do think she possibly has a case, but what I'm more concerned about is why she's suing them now. It seems odd that she would appear on the show if she had some type of beef with them, but she did appear on the show. I believe it was in 2013 she appeared on the show. But in my opinion, the fact that she appeared on the show makes me think that maybe she was still wanting to be on the show, and maybe that's why it looked like Lonnie called her thirsty on the show, because she still wanted to be a part of the show. show. And now that Tamar's gone, that makes me wonder, were they really using Tamar like people said? A lot of people left comments on my video saying that they were using Tamar. So that makes me wonder, were they using Tamar to make the show seem different from what Tatyana Ali proposed to them? And now that Tamar is gone, was Tatyana Ali trying to come in again as the 5th host? And was she rejected for a second time? And is that why she's suing now? That is what I'm curious about.